talk for more information. TV made simple.
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand-new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at route106motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. route106motors.com.
Well, hi there. My name is Val, and I have a show called Talk Time with Val that is at 7 to 9 Central every Tuesday and Thursday night right here on Armed Radio Global. We like covering every topic under the sun, whether it's what's in the news today or what's on people's mind. What's on your mind? If you tell me yours, I'll tell you mine. Join me from 7 to 9 Central every Tuesday and Thursday night for Talk Time with Val, the hot spot for the hot topics.
All right, welcome back to the show. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by PamperedPawGifts.com. Check them out for all your pet gift needs. They got a lot of cool stuff, actually. I was perusing their webpage earlier, and dog treats are probably what I'll be getting my dog. Dog treats. That's what my dog likes, treats. Bacon especially. But check them out. They sponsored the show tonight. Big thanks to them. PamperedPawGifts.com. This show is one of many shows on the Armed Radio Global Network, starting out Monday nights with the Leno Show. Comes out at 7 Eastern. Then at 9 Eastern. 6 Eastern. Then at 9 Eastern. Let me get this right. God dang it. That's why I write everything down, Joe. Got to write everything down. Having the cards in front of you. Monday night, the 28th, is when Leno's show will be on. That will be on starting at 8 Eastern, 7 Central Standard Time. And her guest will be Kadrolsha Ona. I think I said that right. Kadrolsha Ona. She's the queen of the paranormal. So Leno has gotten the bug from Matt, it seems. So she'll be having that guest on. I'm going to listen to that show. That's going to be interesting. If you're into the paranormal and UFOs and all that fun stuff, that's Kadrolsha Ona, and hopefully I said that correctly, Queen of the Paranormal. That'll be the 28th on the Leno Show. That starts at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central. Then at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. I'll get it right. I keep switching around the coast. 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central, Straight Talk with Matt Hazley hits the airwaves. And that'll round out your Monday. Of course, Monday morning at 6 a.m., yours truly gets out of bed, gets in my boxer shorts, brews up a hot cup of coffee, and I plop down for about an hour and get you going. We'll talk about current events, some other stuff going on, and get your weekday going. Of course, cover all the shows. And I'm going to start covering show guests. So if you want a preview of all the shows and who they have on, if they get the information to me in time, I'll give you a preview. Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. I got that right. Valenissima, Talk Time with Valenissima, the hot spot for the hot topics. Of course, she got into the conspiracy theory stuff last Thursday night and then made the mistake of letting me and Matt get in there with her, but me, Matt, and Jimmy. So we had a lot of fun with that. And then Wednesday evening, Suspense comes on. at 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central Standard Time, and that is a old-time radio show like from the 40s. But it's been produced now, and we have a lot of those folks came on as guests whose names I cannot recall off the top of my head. But that's a great show. I listened to it today. Matter of fact, that's how Grandpa and Grandma used to do it. They'd sit around the radio. We didn't have TV back in the 30s and 40s, and it's a really well-written, well-acted, voice-acted show, and it kept me listening. It was very cool. It was very cool because you can picture it in your mind. You know, you can lay back and close your eyes and picture what's going on in your mind. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. And then after that, at 10 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock, God dang it, 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, on the air with Mike Allen, and that will be next week. I've got some guests lined up that I cannot commit to yet, but you'll know it here in the next couple of days, and I'll put that out on my Facebook page, on the Armed Radio Facebook page, and I'll also cut a commercial promoting that. But I don't want to say anything yet because I don't want to jinx it, but I'm pretty excited about it. They're going to come on, a couple of really cool guests, and we're going to talk about sports, which is really what this show started out being, is sports. So that's my show on the air with Mike Allen Wednesday nights. And then Thursday nights, Valenissima comes back on with Talk Time with Val to close out whatever she didn't get done talking about on Tuesday. Then immediately after her show, 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central, Night Talk with Joe Rocks with 2 X's and friends. And the 2 X's is because he's a rapper. I don't know. But the star maker, Joe Rocks, comes on. He's got Jackie, he's got the dog, he's got Joey D, he's got Jimmy, he's got all these guys come on. They talk, they have fun. My favorite show, the show I listen to the most, because I don't really like listening to my own voice, so I don't even listen to my replays. But that's the show I like the best. It's very entertaining. They just get on each other, they bust each other's chops, and it's all fun. And I get to listen to it on my car stereo. You can too if you download the Live 365 app on your smartphone or your iPhone. Go to iTunes or go to the Google Store, download Live 365, put it on your phone, go into that little doodad, sign up, and search Armed Radio. Save it as one of your favorites, and then you can listen to this show live on your phone. It's pretty cool. And I've got a little wire that I've hooked up to my stereo, so when I'm driving home from my class, because I have classes on Thursday night, I'm listening to Night Talk with Joe Rocks on my car stereo, and it is bad to the bone. It's pretty cool. So, and then Friday night, Matt Hazley comes back on, and he closes out the week with some more straight talk. So that's our lineup for the week. One more thing before we go, and of course everybody's talking about this. My prayers, of course, are being sent, and I'm praying for all the people involved in the terrible tragedy unfolding in the Gaza Strip in Israel right now. Of course, it's very polarizing. A lot of people are taking sides. You know, as an American citizen, as a United States citizen, my stance on this is they've hated each other for decades. Long before the United States was even a thought, when we were just colonies. Long before Christopher Columbus jumped in a boat and sailed to what he thought was India. Long before Henry VIII and Napoleon, all those, long before all of that, before the Crusades, back in the 16th and 15 and 1400s, the Jews and the Muslims hated each other. That's why the Jews left and went to Europe. They were pretty much run out of that region, and it became Palestine. Of course, the English took it over as part of their world empire and occupied that all the way up through World War I. They occupied Egypt and Palestine, as it was called, and then the Ottoman Empire took over. Was owned part of the region prior to World War I. Of course, after World War I, the Ottoman Empire went away, and it was a British protectorate for many, many years, along with Saudi Arabia. And in that whole region. And then after World War II, because of the horrific, because of what the European Jewish population went through, not only with the pogroms, and not only with the uprooting of their settlements and their homes that they've had for years in Russia, but also, of course, Adolf Hitler and the Nazis and their plan to basically exterminate all Jews. Over 6 million Jews were gassed and burned, and it was just horrific. Based on part because of that, and because of the outcry and outpouring of sympathy for the Jewish people and the Jewish religion, the English in 1947 and 48 gave land to European Jews who moved to Israel to form their own Jewish state. They've never been a Jewish state prior to that. You'd have to go all the way back to King David and King Solomon and the other Jewish kings from way back in the day. We've got one Jewish state in the entire world that's about as big as New Jersey, and it's surrounded by Muslims who hate them. I don't know what the answer is. I don't. I applaud the Jewish people in their faith and in their tolerance up until a point. But as Americans, it's not our place. It's not our place to go tell them how to live. It's not our place to go tell them how to protect themselves. And I also know that their hands aren't clean. The Jewish state, the Jewish military, the Jewish politicians, their hands are not clean. They're the Palestinians, the Muslims that live around in the Gaza and in Lebanon. Neither side can claim innocence, and that's the great tragedy. Nobody knows. It's been so far. It's been so far and so long ago. No one knows who threw the first stone. And it will take the courage of one side or the other. It will take the courage of somebody on both sides to stand up, get together, and say enough. And it'll take tremendous courage. And it'll have to be courage that inspires others to follow their lead. And I just don't see it. There's too much deep-rooted hate on both sides. You have IDF soldiers that are beating and killing civilians in the open. It's all on. Go to YouTube. You got Palestinians who are blowing themselves up, killing Jews. It's out of control. It's never been in control. And I don't know what the answer is. But the answer isn't intervention from us. I can tell you that. We're only 240-something years old. We don't have any right to go tell the Jews who have been getting killed and have been hated for decades. We don't have a right to go over there and tell them, don't worry about the 4 students that the Palestinians tortured and killed. 3 students. Teenage students. Don't worry about them. Stand down. Who are we? Who are we to step in the middle of a decades-old conflict? We'll keep praying for them. Of course, there's places to go online. Just Google Palestinian relief or Jewish relief. Right now, the Jewish country has put together. There are numerous synagogues. I don't know if this isn't being reported, of course, because it's not news, but they're sending care packages across into Gaza. They're sending Red Cross. Red Cross can move freely in there. The Israelis have said time and time again, we will cease fire whenever you want us to get help into the civilians. They tweet and they call ahead to the places that they're going to bomb and warning people to get out of those areas. They're pretty much calling their hand, saying, we're going to bomb this area because a rocket came from here. Get out. And it's the Hamas. It's the Hamas that are forcing civilians to basically using them as human shields. Simply because we are slaves to political correctness and the propaganda that tells us what's going on over there. So think for yourself.